Even when all signs point towards something, Square Enix still finds a way to let us down. So the Switch 2 Direct happened, and of course, no 9 remake. I'm not surprised, also surprised. We were hyped for the event. The hype was in check, but I'm used to Square Enix let us down, and again, not really surprised. But Square Enix wasn't absent from the Direct. They did have at least 2 announcements that I'm aware of, which was a Bravely Default Remaster coming to Switch 2, which is cool, I guess. The announcement was actually pretty big because they finally announced the remake games coming to Nintendo platforms, obviously Switch 2, and specifically its Remake Intergrade, so the PS5 version, the enhanced version of Remake. So we got a quick little video of Naoki Yamaguchi announcing Remake Intergrade coming to Switch 2. We don't have a release date as of right now, so I'm not exactly sure when this is coming to Switch 2. And he does say to look forward for more like updates on the remake project for Switch 2. So this obviously confirms that there's going to be Rebirth and eventually the third game, of course, on Switch 2. I mean, it's obvious by the fact that Remake Intergrade's coming to Switch 2. Clearly, Rebirth is going to as well, and inevitably the third game. So this is kind of exciting. It's something, right? I mean, it's Remake itself is like almost a 5-year-old game. Remake Intergrade is a little bit closer to like 4 years old, right? So it took a long time. It's better than nothing, I guess. I think it would have been smart if they could have found a way to get the first remake game, the PS4 version, onto Switch 1. Like, dumb it down some way, somehow. Get that audience, get that install base. It's a missed opportunity on their end. I think some people might have missed this reveal or announcement because there was, like, lag or delay or something happened with, like, the live broadcast that I think this was, like, missed by some people. So now we have the remake project coming to a Nintendo platform, coming to Switch 2, which is kind of to be expected after enough time had passed. It's pretty clear that we're going to do anything with Switch 1 with the remake project. This would also solidify that we're getting the remake games on Xbox eventually, like we've been talking about for a very long time at this point. Obviously, it's taken a long time to get there, but the fact that we're seeing it, coming onto other console platforms, finally, it's only been PC, only been PlayStation, then eventually it's coming to Xbox as well, which is cool. Yet again, we have another major gaming event, and nothing from Square Enix, right? It's just a remaster of a game and a port of a remake of a game, which, I love remasters and remakes, right? We're sitting here waiting for the 9 remake. We're following the FF7 Remake trilogy, right? I don't mind remakes and remasters, but that's all they had to show. You have nothing else for the Switch 2 Direct. What are we doing? Like, legitimately, what the fuck are they doing, man? Like, I know they had, like, a restructuring shit last year, and a lot of stuff was canceled, and so on and so forth, but, like, is there any plans? Like, what do they have going on in the near future, right? And I don't even just mean, like, the 9 remake, which is obviously kind of the main focus for us on the channel, but, like, they have other shit, like Dragon Quest 12 and Kingdom Hearts 4, and specifically using Kingdom Hearts 4 as an example, like, that game got revealed almost 3 years ago. The trailer came out April 10th, 2022, and that's coming up very, very soon, almost 3 years ago. And that's like a over 3-minute trailer with cinematic shit and also gameplay. So it seemed like the game was in a decent kind of state of some sort, and you've had nothing to show since then. You have no other little teasers, anything, a picture, give me something. And we also have Dragon Quest 12, which we know is still in development. It didn't get canceled. I think all we ever had is that logo, right? And like a name, a title. Like, there's nothing to show for that game that's been in development for how many fucking years now? Like, you don't have a little teaser, a little 30-second, minute-long teaser. What the fuck is happening, dude? What do they have? What am I buying from Square Enix in the next 6 months, next year? What do you have for me to buy? Sell me something, please. If you want to keep going the route of doing remasters or remakes, that's fine, right? But, like, where's the Tactics remaster? We know that's a part of the NVIDIA leak that's been in the fucking ether as well, like 9 Remake for a long time. Where's that at? What about a, Parasite Eve remaster? People have been wanting that forever, or remake. I've been practically begging for, like, ever for either a port or a remaster of Dragon Quest VIII, specifically the 3DS version with the enhancements and stuff and all the quality of life improvements. But, like, I want that game on modern consoles. Like, where the fuck is that? I'm not sure what to expect from Square Enix anymore, right? Other than disappointment. We do have other gaming events, obviously Summer Game Fest, which they seem to be fans of. Obviously Tokyo Game Show later in the year and stuff like that. I don't know. I just don't know what are they doing. I just want games. I just want to play a new game. I don't like coming on here and bitching and complaining, right? I want to be excited about something. I want to be, ecstatic to talk about whatever the big new thing is from Square Enix, whatever that might be, right? It just sucks. Like, how do they not have something? Like, they have a lot of divisions and a lot of, like, projects in the works and all kinds of games and things. And maybe a lot of things got canceled last year, right? When that happened. I know they're wanting to move to, like, a more, like, AAA focus sort of thing while still doing, like, smaller games. But maybe, like, a lot of, like, future kind of smaller projects got gutted and there's just kind of nothing right now. Kind of a dry spell until they get to, like, the next AAA thing. Really kind of it for the video. There's not much to talk about, right? Bravely Default and Remake Project coming to Switch, which that's great. That's something at least. It's better than nothing, I suppose. But we just, as Square Enix fans, just need to know what the plans are going forward. Just let me know the next big game. Is Kingdom Hearts 4 like 10 years away? Are we going to wait like another 13 years for this shit or something? What are we doing? Actually, before we wrap the video up, we need to hop back to the discussion of Remake coming to Switch 2 because We have confirmation that the digital games on Switch 2 are going to cost $80. I don't know if there's a difference in physical price or not, but that is insanity. I'm assuming that's what the price will be, which is kind of crazy to think about for a game that is, 4 years old or something. Or we can be more than 4 years old by the time it comes to Switch 2. With this price increase from Nintendo now, this probably is going to be something we see across the board, right? We already went up to $70 a couple years ago, or whatever, for current gen console games. Now we're seeing it go up even more. It's $80, potentially even more for physical games when it comes to Nintendo. So there's like people talking about the potential of GTA 6 costing $100, and that might fucking happen. The prices are getting a little ridiculous now. I understand that modern gaming, depending on the game, is like very, very expensive to develop. I get that, but like if we're reaching $100 per game, it's like, dude, I don't know that I give a shit. It's got to be a very good game. It's got to be a really goddamn good game for me to want to spend $100. That's insane. I know in some other countries they already pay that. I think Canada it's like $90 to $100 or something for a brand new game. And I think in Australia it's like over $100. But what does this mean for you guys? Like when the price increases for us to $80 or $90 for a brand new game, how much does that make y'all's shit go up, right? It's just kind of crazy. We're paying $120, maybe $130 in your country for a brand new video game. Go fuck yourselves. Anyways, that's the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Search network in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, @AYT. That's it. Bye.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain.